Hey you guys, today we are going to be detangling some natural hair. After you guys take down your natural hairstyles or your protective styles, sometimes taking them down can be a hassle, or we could just be doing it the wrong way, and that's what's making it a hassle. So I'm going to show you how to go from tangled to having this nice, pretty curl. Now, when you guys are taking down natural styles or protective styles, it is always best to hydrate the hair first. Hydrate it and then put on a conditioner and let it sit. That is going to soften the hair before you get ready to even start taking anything down. You want to do that so that way you don't end up with it like this. So, if we're already here and you've already taken it down and it's matted and you're like, okay, I don't want to be all day with this, the first thing to do is to go to water. Yes, put your head under some warm water. That was the first thing we did. We went to the bowl. I've saturated her hair with warm water and I let it take a moment to take in. Just hurry up and putting it on top of the hair doesn't really help as much. You want to give it a chance to let that water really get in there. Then you want to go through and put a conditioner on there, a conditioner that has a really good slip. I am going to leave my favorite in the description below so that way you guys can get to it to start detangling the hair. Now, when you're ready to detangle, there's three different ways that I prefer to detangle hair. In this video, I'm going to show you all three different ways because I use them if that person has really matted hair. Now, to me, this is not that matted. Like, I don't mind this. There's some that I get and they're like big balls. And the very first thing I do is finger detangle. Finger detangling keeps it where you're doing minimum breakage if you are breaking at all. Now, you already have shedding, so don't be, alarmed if you see that there's hair. You're going to have hair if you're just taking down a style that you have not allowed your hair to shed. But the point is to not have a huge ball when you're done. So finger detangle first, and you're going to be bringing all of those big clumps to the ends of the hair. So I'm going to show you here where we have these bigger clumps. We're going to be taking those little piece by piece and we're smoothing them and pulling towards the end of the strands. So if you have some that's higher up like these, take them, continue to move them down to the end of the strands and they're going to come apart. It's a lot easier that way than you using a comb. Once you've got it to the point where you've got most of your big ones actually taking apart and you only have these smaller ones, then you want to get ready to start with a wide tooth comb. Now, when you guys start with the comb, you want to start at the bottom. So start at the ends and then go to the middle of the shaft, and then you're going to go up to the roots. You want to start at the bottom first, so that way you are pulling those knots all the way out. Then you're going to go to the middle, bring the middle ones down to the end to the point they go out. And now we're going to go to the root. Bring those down to the middle, then bring them down to the ends. It's the same process. You want to continue to do this until you get it where you are combing through without any massive stops. So as you see now, I've had some areas where I would comb through and it's like I had to stop. But now I'm going through and I'm starting to make it all the way down to the end with no problem. So now we're pretty good to move on to the next step. Then you want to get your detangling brush. For me, I love a good Demon. Everybody is different. Use the detangling brush that you like. I start at the ends, go to the middle of the shaft, then go up to the root. And then I'm going all the way down. My goal is to go from the root all the way down to the ends with one smooth stroke. Then I know I am good to go ahead and twist that section up. Now, depending on if you are a 6 section girly, a 10 or a 12, take your time. Do the sections as small as you need to so that way you are not sitting with a lot of hair at one time. Take your time on doing this and you'll be able to keep it where you are retaining more length.